Welcome to Comic Con, first of all.
Thank you. I know, it's so exciting.
So you've been playing this role for almost half a year. So what has been some of the most fun experience of playing, the new Black Canary?
I mean, the whole thing has been really fun and really incredible, but I think the physical training has been my favorite part of it because it's like a daily thing that I can do on my own outside of work, and it sort of transforms my life in real life as well. So that's really been, I think, my favorite part. Yeah.
So initially when we met Dinah, she was kind of motivated by revenge. What kind of hero is she going to be now?
I think she is motivated more by justice now than revenge, and because she is sort of part of a team and she's not on her own anymore, she's fighting for her new family as well, so it's not just like a solo mission anymore.
So we got to see your new costume for the season. So when you first saw it, got to suit up for the first time, what was it like getting the costume?
I cried. I cried a little bit, and it was surreal. Like, it was the first time I really felt like a hero physically. Like, you're acting and it's an internal thing, and then once the suit is on, you really see yourself differently, stand differently, and it was amazing. That also was one of the coolest moments of the show, actually, was putting on the suit for the first time. Yeah.
I know you're limited what you can say about season 6, but what are you excited for that you can say about?
I'm excited for however the team reassembles itself. I'm excited for them to be a stronger unit. I think that we went through some trauma together on the island, and the outcome, is we're going to need to put our pieces back together, and I think that just makes us stronger and better. So just getting closer to everybody, and the relationships being more complex and delving into our friendships more. I'm looking forward to that.
You've seen on social media, you've been getting from Black Canary to Birds of Prey books. Is there something that you hope to bring to life from those comics, with Black Canary?
That's a great question. I'm looking for inspiration all over when I'm reading the comics because, the show, it's not just the comics, and it's not just the show. I think you have to sort of pay an homage to both. So, it's different things. It might just be an expression like that, I see from any one of the characters, or a line, or a tone that I can pick up from the comics. So I'm really just sort of looking for, I'm looking at it almost like art as well as for the story, for inspiration. Yeah.
In the finale, we got like a sweet moment between Diana and Quentin where he, finally gave her the Black Canary name. What would you like to see with that dynamic moving forward?
Well, if Quentin is still around, then I love that dynamic. I love that sort of like, it's almost like a paternal thing that Quentin has with Diana. I just think it's really sweet. I would love to see that continue, and I also love that they have the police force in common. They have a common goal, so I think they're a great alliance, those two.
So when you do your Canary cry on the show, did you practice in front of a mirror? And do you speak at the top of your lungs in every take?
No, I learned the hard way. Like, that's not a good idea if you want to speak the next day. But what I'll do is I'll usually mouth it. I will practice in a mirror. But if it just depends. If you're already in an action scene and then you have to scream, like sometimes the scream will just come out and you go with it. Sometimes if you just have to stand there and scream over and over, you just want to sort of pretend. But it's a silent scream, It's an internal scream.
You got a nice dynamic with Rick and with Echo. So what is it like to bring that to play off each other like that?
Well, I love them in real life, and we're friends in real life, and it's just fun. It's like carrying our friendship onto the screen. So I like to hear that it shows, because we just have a fun dynamic, and it's fun to especially with Rick and I being the newbies and stuff. It's fun to be poke fun at each other, like we're the rookies, and we can take it out on each other. So, yeah, just it's a fun friendship that's a real life friendship too.
Have you seen more of, maybe while it might be too early about romance, but will we see more of the partnership between that evolve into the season? We didn't see much of that in back up season.
Between Black Canary and Green Arrow?
Yeah.
I think so. Again, she's really part of the team now. She's decided to commit. She's got the costume on, and she's serious about it. So she's with Green Arrow. Like, he is the head of the team, and that's the captain. And she's with him. Yeah. So I think their friendship, their dynamic is going to grow and get closer. Not romantically, just as a team.
versions of the Black Canary before? What is it? You've been working with the writers or just yourself and like trying to find like certain things to set her aside from the other Black Canary scene? How important has that been to make sure, you know, that she's got her own path and she's got that unique story?
That's interesting. I feel like she's set apart in the fact that she has a different story alone. Like, she comes from such a different place, you know, her backstory, her reason for being on the team. Like you're saying, her whole motivation is this revenge, and she has this anger and this, and I think that sets her apart, you know. They're just totally different characters, even though we're playing the same character, we're so different. So it's not a conscious effort to be different. It's just trying to be true to Dinah and who she is. Yeah.
Is there a certain aspect of Dinah's character that you're looking forward to exploring more?
Yeah, there's so many. Like, I just feel like she's such a complex person and has so many facets, and there's so many that we can explore. Even again, just like seeing her learn how to be a friend, like for the first time, and, like seeing a softer side. I do. I think that's just exploring the different dimensions, you know. She's hardcore, but there's a lot going on in there. They're telling you to take you away from us.
If you could bring any villain in from the entire universe, who would you want to
like from any?
Yeah.
That's a great question. Poison Ivy would be pretty cool. I would love Poison Ivy.
Why?
I just like girls. Like, I just think girls are badass, and she's like such a like cool. I just always love Poison Ivy. I just like girls that's gonna read weird on. What you say? You like badass girls. There you go. And if they're badass bad girls, is that better? Can you just stay with me for the rest of the
Would you have ever wanted to play her?
Absolutely, yeah. Oh, yeah. I have never played a villain, come to think of it, but it would be so fun. Like, I would love to, yeah.
But just following up on that, so what is it, you know, because Black Canary is a character that a lot of, you know, young girls are watching and being able to look up to as a strong character. So what is it like being able to take that and play, you know, this character that's so strong to such a good role for these girls?
That is, and I didn't even realize until I started coming to things like this and actually meeting these little girls who are, you know, and little boys who are looking up to this character. It's everything to me. Like, because I think all kids have a lot of self-doubt, and you know, you need role models, you need strong role models, and girls need strong women, and so to be able, it's a huge responsibility, and I take it really seriously, and you know, I really, if I can just use this to help people and help kids feel powerful, and like, my job is done. That is the most important thing. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much.